What's happening, guys? UFC 304 coming up. I'm actually going to be there at the event, so looking forward to that. And as you can see, we've got a different backdrop. We have Big T's barbecue. Did some cooking with Volk. You can probably see pie still in the back there. So we're working, we're getting everything done. I thought we'd do the breakdown. So plenty of good fights. Looking forward to actually being at the event. Let's get into it. I'll try and give as much detail as I can. I'm going to do the top 3 fights or 4 fights. I think it's going to be top 4 fights. We'll do the top 4 fights. Starting off with Arnold, Allen, and Giga. So let's start off with who's the favourite on that?
Arnold Allen.
Arnold Allen, the favourite. Thought so.
$36. Giga's paying $3.
Okay, Giga's paying $3. Oh, okay. I expected Arnold Allen to be favourite, and I'm still picking him to win. Can Giga pull up the upset? 100%. Giga's obviously a very high-level kickboxer. He's got some good sneaky kicks that comes from weird angles, and they the way he does it, they do creep in, and it can be very, very painful. You see a lot of people go down with him. Could that be something he's going to use? I guarantee you he will. Arnold Allen, though, he's got a lot more tools. He can wrestle. His grappling's good, and his striking's good. He's safe. He doesn't usually take too many risks. You've seen him open up a little bit more in his last couple of fights, especially with the Max Holloway fight. He was happy to swing with Max Holloway. Max Holloway's got that style where he's not going to really give you a chance anyway. So you either got to try and run. He's going to either touch you up, or you got to stand there and fight that type of fight as well. So he did an okay job, but obviously Max Holloway end up taking the win on that one. But I will have to go with Arnold Allen on this. Can Giga definitely pull off the upset? As I said, yes, 100%. I do see this being an underdog sort of pick. But statistically for me, I'll go with Arnold Allen. Well-rounded. He fights usually pretty safe. Even when he's striking, he doesn't take unnecessary risks. He fights at a good range. He likes to mix it up. I can't see him put himself in too much danger. But Giga's obviously someone who is dangerous, who can put Arnold Allen in danger just pure through his striking, right? So Arnold Allen's going to try and do everything right, and I think he will pull off a win. I will go with a decision win. I don't see it being a finish. I reckon it's going to be a decision win. I think he plays it safe, picks the right shots. I don't think he's going to want to take unnecessary risk against someone like Giga. So Giga might find it a little bit hard. He can be quite calculated, Arnold Allen. And we've seen guys that were a bit more calculated. Giga's last fight, right? He ended well for him. Calvin Kattar definitely looked great. I wouldn't say it was that calculated, but maybe just stylistically didn't end up well for Giga. I really do think Arnold Allen can systematically break him down, fight the right fight, and win a decision. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think Arnold Allen has way more ways of winning. So let's go with Arnold Allen for a decision win. And hey, my picks have been absolutely killing it. Remember, gamble responsibly. You don't have to gamble, but if you do, good luck. And gamble responsibly. I'll leave it at that. So next one. Who we got the next one? Bobby Green, Paddy Pimblett. That's a fun fight, mate. This is a big step up for Paddy Pimblett. Good on him for taking this fight. He's had a bit of a time off. Oh, no, Tony Ferguson was his last one. And he looked great there. He actually looked great against Tony Ferguson. His ground game looked solid. He's already showed his ground game, but against someone like Tony Ferguson, obviously Tony Ferguson is done and dusted, but he's still got a decent grappling game. Paddy Pimblett was able to control him the whole time and do some damage there. So you got to respect his grappling, but Bobby Green isn't easy to take down. Bobby Green, you definitely can. We've seen him be taken down. Islam definitely got him there, but it ain't going to be easy. Again, he's the type of fighter that he can be pretty hard to hit. He's quite awkward. And Paddy Pimblett doesn't mind firing. You can see him, he doesn't mind pulling the trigger. Sometimes, I like Paddy Pimblett, but, he might sometimes fire and put his, chin in a bit of danger when he fires. Someone like Bobby Green can definitely capitalise on that, because he is going to put himself in a position where he can be hit, like he's going to bait Paddy Pimblett. He's good at doing it with his head movement, hands down, sort of lulls him into firing, and then uses his head movement and catches him and, throws some offbeat, awkward punches while he's, showing them these looks. So I think that could be quite dangerous for Paddy Pimblett. Who's the favourite for this one? Green's the favourite. Yep. How much is he paying? Okay, so $1.70 to $2. Yeah, I expect Bobby Green to be the favourite. He's obviously fought a lot of the top guys. Stylistically, still going to be a pretty hard fight. Can Paddy Pimblett do it? Yes. I think his only way of winning is taken to the ground. I find that's going to be hard. Again, I like Paddy Pimblett. I like Bobby Green. I like all of them. I'm always in a position where I need to choose right now. I'm trying to keep these wins rolling. As I said, I'm on a roll with these picks, so I've got to keep them going. For you guys, so I'm going to have to go with Bobby Green. I think he's going to be the safer bet here. It's a 3-rounder, right? Yeah, it's going to be a 3-round fight. Paddy Pimblett, yeah, I find it's going to be hard for him to take him down and get a finish. Can he go and upset, hometown? You know what I mean? Crowd's getting. I don't think that's going to faze Bobby Green. Again, Bobby Green's going to put himself in positions where Paddy Pimblett's going to feel he can fire and going to, lull him into shots. I guarantee you we're going to see that pretty much straight away. I feel Bobby Green's going to hit him, hurt him. Maybe Paddy Pimblett would start trying to look for the shots straight after that. Does he get him? Or does he get hurt straight away? I'm not sure. So can it be a finish? I think it can be a finish for Bobby Green. Like Paddy Pimblett will be pretty tough. I think Paddy Pimblett's tough. So that is going to be my pick for that one. I'm going to go with Bobby Green. Just Bobby Green to win. I'll leave it at that. Okay, next one. Co-main. I'm guessing this is a co-main. Blaydes and Aspinal. Man, I say this every time. I like both guys. But I'm a big fan of Tom Aspinal. You guys have probably heard me give him nothing but big raps. Curtis Blaydes the same. Great wrestler. Very, very hard heavyweight to fight because he always has that legit wrestling game. You do see him get caught. He's the type of fighter that could beat anyone if he doesn't get caught. But, you know what he's going to want to do. He's getting better at trying to camouflage his shots, but people just seem to time it. They just know it's going to eventually come, and they're catching him coming in. And Tom Aspinall, great fighter, great wrestler, great grappler, and great striker. And he's not just a good striker. He understands the game. He understands ranges. He understands bridges. Time. He's got great timing. He's good at splitting the timing. For a big guy, the way he moves, he's so fast. I mean, they're both actually pretty explosive. I do feel like Curtis Blaydes is a harder match for Tom Aspinall. I'll pick Tom Aspinall. I think maybe one of his tougher fights is going to be a Curtis Blaydes because of that wrestling factor.
He's paying $4.
Curtis Blaydes is. And I'm saying I think he's one of the harder matchups for Tom Aspinall, but I'm still definitely picking Tom Aspinall. I think Tom Aspinall is too good, but what I mean compared to other fighters, which I'm always going to pick Tom Aspinall because I believe he's that good. John Jones, I want to see that fight. John Jones is that good that he can maybe handle a heavyweight Tom Aspinall. But if anyone's ever going to beat John Jones, it's someone like Tom Aspinall that can really mix it up. Still fast. He's going to be just as fast as John Jones. You get what I mean? He's that good. Paying $4. Can Curtis Blaydes pull off an upset? Through injury again? You know what I mean? Last one was the injury, right? They fought, I think that's how he hurt his leg, right? It was against Curtis Blaydes. Tom Aspinall obviously likes to come in and come out. I thought Curtis Blaydes was doing much better than I thought he would in that fight, to be honest. So that's sort of making me be like, $4, man. Paying $4. That's impressive for someone like Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes is good. But Tom Aspinall's too good. I mean, I never even thought I was even going to be thinking like this, but I didn't expect him to be that much of a favourite. $4 favourite, hot favourite, massive favourite. Curtis Blaydes is no mug, so I just feel like he doesn't deserve to be that much of an underdog. But I can't pick against Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is that good. I think he can handle the wrestling. Even a decision when I can't see Curtis Blaydes, even if he is able to control him, I don't think he can control him the whole fight. I think Tom Aspinall's going to eventually catch him anyway. Is there an injury again? I can see maybe something like that because they're just two brutes. They're both so explosive. And they're both just, the way that Tom Aspinall, he pounces in and does stuff like that. While he's shooting, can an injury happen again? Well, we've seen it once. Maybe we can see it twice. Can Blaydes win like that? Maybe. But I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall again. He's too good of a fighter, too well-rounded, hot favourite, and I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall. So let's go to main event. Leon Edwards, Belal Muhammad. Obviously, Belal, deserves it. He's taken out, I don't know, what's his winning streak? I think his last, he didn't lose to Leon Edwards. It was an eye poke and then it was a no contest. That was the last time, they fought. Yeah, that was against Leon Edwards. They fought and he got an eye poke and no contest. Was it controversial? Nah, he definitely got eye poked. How was Leon? I thought Leon was looking pretty good before that happened. But, mate, you never know what could happen in the fight, right? But we get to see it this weekend. So it's going to be a good fight. Leon Edwards. I'm going to go over Leon Edwards. What's he paying?
$1.40.
$1.40, hot favourite. And what's Belal? $2.70. Yeah, so he's definitely a favourite. He's rock solid. You've seen his wrestling defence. You've seen his grappling. So he's actually very well-rounded. Everyone's always thought he was a striker, but he's very well-rounded. You've seen he was able to take Colby down. He was even controlling Colby, but Endelsman is taking him down as well. So it just shows you how good Leon Edwards is. And his striking's beautiful, very calculated. Doesn't take any unnecessary risk, as well as I was saying with like Arnold Allen. He's one of those fighters. But so is Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad, a lot of people give him a hard time because, they're going to say that, he's boring fights all the time and whatnot. He's very calculated, doesn't take unnecessary risks. He will only attack when the shots are there, when they're safe. So, is it going to be... but the thing is, I feel like Leon Edwards, I thought he was quite aggressive in their first fight. And I think we're going to see that again. I feel like Leon Edwards is going to feel that he can be a bit more aggressive with someone like Belal. Belal ain't going to be looking for big knockouts. He might be looking for clinches. He will look for shots, obviously. I don't think Leon's going to be too afraid of that. So I think he's going to let his hands go, which is going to make him a lot more dangerous. Because when he does let his hands go, he's good. Leon Edwards is really good. You see him even just watching his training and that, like hitting pads and that. You can see there's power in his kicks. You can see there's power in his very, very tidy striking. Belal likes to change his stances. He likes to do that to sort of control the octagon. So when you're seeing them fight, you're going to see him changing stance. He changes quite a bit. He usually does that, with someone like Leon Edwards, who is a southpaw. Leon Edwards is a southpaw, right? I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments if he's a southpaw. But you will see Belal change his stance a bit. He likes to do that where he's constantly changing. So every time he changes stance, a lot of people like to use this because, to confuse their opponent, cut them off, direct them where they want to go. Someone's turning this way, I go southpaw. It's easier to cut them off, start turning them the opposite way. And then I can obviously cut them off into the cage and you could use it for that. You can obviously change your the obvious attacks for your opponent. So, if I'm in a normal stance, orthodox stance, people against a southpaw, say, they're going to think that left kick through the body, that straight left hand's going to be there on a southpaw, right? If I change the stance, now them shots are no longer there as they're not going to be the go-to shots anymore. So now I need to change my shot selection as soon as I change stance. So I feel that's why Belal Muhammad does it. He's constantly changing the options for his opponents to have with their shot selections as he's cutting them off. So he's quite calculated in the way he does it, I think. He did get a finish with Brady. He impressed me in the Brady fight. I did not expect him to just walk through Brady like he did. But I can't see him doing that to Leon. I don't think... look, Brady's a great fighter, but Leon is too tidy, too well-trained, and he's going to turn up 100%. So I have to go with Leon Edwards. Belal, obviously, is on a mad tear. Do I think he can pull up the upset? I just don't think he has... I don't think... He's well-rounded. He's got a lot of tools. But the tools that he has won't work anywhere that's going to give Leon Edwards a massive threat, to be honest. So I can't see him getting a finish. I think it's going to be very hard for him to win a decision too. So I feel like even if they're sort of closer fights, I still see Leon Edwards edging the rounds and winning. I think he's going to let his hands go more. And can Leon Edwards get the finish? I think he can. I will just go Leon Edwards for the win. Leon Edwards, what's he paying? Do you know what he's paying for the finish? $4 for a KO. Let's just go Leon Edwards for the win. $15 for submission. He's actually got good jiu-jitsu. Leon Edwards' jiu-jitsu is legit. TKO or KO, I definitely can see. I guarantee you Leon Edwards is going to open up a lot more than he usually does. I think he's going to be firing a bit more, taking a lot more risk, which will be fun to see. I'm going to be there live, ringside watching it. So looking forward to that. I think I went with all the favourites though, didn't I? I went all the favourites. 4 favourites. Yeah, sorry about that. Went the 4 favourites, but sometimes that's just going to be the way it is, right? They're favourites for a reason. I usually give you my underdog picks. Who did I say was underdog pick? I didn't really. I don't know, who am I most confident with? No, Blaydes was paying $4. My underdog pick, purely because of what he's paying, could maybe be a Blaydes. I don't know, man. I'm not comfortable picking any of them. If I'm going to pick one underdog pick for you guys, I'll say Giga. I'm dragging this on. I'm going to leave it at that. That's going to be my underdog pick, but I am picking Arnold Allen to win. I think he is a safer bet, but I usually like to give you an underdog pick. So that's probably where I'll go. I'll go with that one. It's going to be a great card. It's pretty stacked from top to bottom. So enjoy the fights. I'll be enjoying them. As I said, plenty of content coming. I'm going to have a new channel coming up soon. If it's not already up by the time this is uploaded, it's going to have all cooking adventures. It's going to be a separate page, and it's going to have its separate identity, its own identity, and have a lot of stuff going through that. And we're just going to smash a heap. So we've got a lot of cooking, a lot of content coming through, a lot of stuff that you guys are going to enjoy. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate every single one of you. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that. Let me know your picks as well.